to the side sex. Leave the fire and the roof style stuff. On the grind like we're chasing the stars. From Millmore to Du Valley, we've come so far. Talk about legends, yeah, we know the score. Ronnie and Bobby, we remember you more. From the highs of the Wembley fight to losing our trousers, still we ignite. Red and white with the pride, we're never gonna bow. Fighting like middlemen, hear the roar now. We're middlemen, we stand up tall. Through ups and downs, we give it all. From Millmore to Du Valley.
Good evening and welcome to Terrace Talk. Tonight we've got a different face as the host because Phil is suffering with pussy flu. So he's got man flu, he's in bed and he's not made it. So I've had to be a man, step up to the plate and cover for Phil. So hopefully he's sat with some lemsip watching us tonight. So we've got a great panel with us tonight. So I'm going to start in my top right-hand corner. He's not as happy as he usually is because usually when I watch this show, Coventry City have won. But this weekend, that's not happened. So, Mark, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, not bad. Still 7 points clear of second, 9 off third after getting ploughed by the tractor boys. Never mind.
Yeah, we'll come on to that later on in the show. It was a bit of a shock, but Ipswich are a good side, especially at home. So it was a difficult place to go. You're not going to go all season without not losing, are you? So I think it's one for the team and move on. I think I think you're still in a very good position. A person that isn't in a good position, as he's on the bottom, and he supports the Scouse Dogs. It's Gloriole. How you doing, Gloriole? Couldn't even beat Leeds this week, mate.
I mean, it was a pretty poor game. We'll get into it later, but yeah, I'm not happy.
Super. And we've got the legend, the man that everybody loves. And if you're friends with him, but if you're not friends with him and you don't know him on Twitter, you probably hate him. Tom, how you doing, Tom?
Really good, Lee. George, Mark. Hope everybody's well. And look, I love the Sunday service, so let's get into it, shall we?
Let's get into it. We've got quite a lot of comments coming in. So we've got John Sullivan, Bushy with Love Arts. Thank you, John. Evening, chaps. That's for John, for everybody. So evening, John. Merz's with us as well. Evening, lads. I think you'll find it's a virus. My daughter is even worse than me, so I could be worse. Evening, boys. Bushy, thank you for stepping in. No problem, Phil. John saying hi to Phil. Evening, all. How you feeling, Gloriole? Yeah, you might have some leads.
Oh, God. Poppy. Oh, God. I'm not happy.
Dear, oh, dear.
Oh.
Come on. Cheer up. Could be worse.
Could be worse.
Your star player could be upset. We'll get into that later. So we're going to start with the championship. We had a Friday night game on the first game of the championship. Pretty emphatic result as well. It finished Hull City 1, Borough 4. Did anybody actually watch that game? Because it was live on Sky, I believe. Did anybody take it in?
I didn't see it, but I saw the highlights. Middlesbrough were very good.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I forgot all about it until I checked something on Twitter. I was like, oh, blimey, 4-1. I'm not remotely surprised because when we played Borough a couple of weeks ago, they should have beaten us. They were very good.
Yeah, they're into second now, aren't they? 36 points.
Yeah.
Played 19, won 10, drawn 6, lost 3. So yeah, they're still a way off you guys. But are you worried about Borough's form at the minute?
No, because you can't control anyone else's form. So if we do what we've done for the majority of the season, if you exclude Wrexham and Ipswich, we'll be fine. But you know, we've been soundly beaten this weekend. we're not going to go the whole season unbeaten. So, no, I think Borough have looked very good from what I've seen of them. Certainly against us. Ipswich are climbing. Not a surprise with their squad, but we focus on ourselves, and that'll be that. If we do that, we'll be fun.
Yeah, I think obviously you've had such a good start. There were always going to be in a season. There's always going to be dips, and like I said before, Ipswich are a very difficult team to go to. They're not good at home, so yeah, I think you're still in a very strong position to push on. Do you think Coventry will spend in January?
Not massively.
No.
There's not millions squirreled away to be spent. We had Bamford training with us with a view to doing a deal, and the owner pulled the plug because he doesn't want to buy, with all due respect, veteran players who are north of 30, which I understand. We could probably do with one or two, just bodies in the door, just to give a little bit of support when you've got players out. I mean, we've had quite a few injuries recently, but they've not been massive ones. We've just lost Brandon Thomas Asante. He's gone for 6 weeks, which now we're about 2 weeks. That's about 4 weeks to go till he's back. Sakamoto's been out with concussion protocol. We lost Rodoni for 9 weeks with a calf problem. Wright's been out with a tiny little issue as well. So he came back at the weekend. But it's when Victor Torp was missing through illness. So I'd seen people whinging. We had 2 goalkeepers on the bench. Well, that's a nonsense. But it's just ideally you have a few more people in the background ready to come in when needed. But we won't spend loads. We only bought Matt Grimes last January, and what a signing that is. So if we sign anyone as good as him, and it's just that one player, I'll be happy with that.
Super. Going through the other results, I'm going to cheer Phil up, seeing as he's poorly as well. So this is really going to cheer it. I think it's a bit of worst evils because I'm not quite sure Forest get on with Leicester either, but I think Derby is the main one they hate. So Derby 1, Leicester 3. That's a fantastic result for Leicester. Tom, were you shocked at that? Because Derby they have been picking up, haven't they? I mean, Leicester have been struggling.
I think, Lee, with
Leicester have gone above Derby now.
Yeah, Leicester, I mean, believe it or not, 10 years ago, I mean, George probably weren't born at this point. Leicester won the Premier League. So, Derby have picked up, to be fair. And, they were close to going down. Was it last season or was it the season before? But they have picked up results. Derby are a massive club. Massive club.
Oh, Phil won't like to hear that.
Huge club. Leicester. I would even argue that Derby are bigger than Leicester.
Whoa.
Club-wise, I think they are, personally. But Leicester beating Derby to keep them in the mix. Leicester about 10th, 8th, or 9th, 10th now.
14th.
Where are they, Mark?
They're 14th. Derby are now 15th.
Oh, shit.
It's very congested. Stoke is in 6th on 30
Blow my
points.
chest.
And Derby in 15th on 26. You get one result in the Championship and you can be right up there.
Yeah, 100%. Leicester, look, I think we'll come on to them, Lee, but I think Sheffield United have started the engine now.
I predicted this week ago. I've already said I think Sheffield United will make the playoffs this season. 100% convinced by that.
Yeah.
That squad is too good not to.
Yeah. It is crazy that they've got Danny Ings now, haven't they?
Yeah. We've got a lot of comments coming in, so I'm going to try and run through a few of these now. So, couldn't finish your dinner, Glory Hall. Star player doesn't want to play for them. Cheerio, Mo Salah. Glory Hall, it could be worse. Mardy players. could now not want to play for you. Haha. Salah can come to Leeds. Wouldn't complain about that. Phil, I've smashed the predictions. Salah is too good for us. I think it's a disgrace he isn't playing. Well done, pal. I've not been in all week. Yeah, 100%. I think they wanting Mo Salah to go to their clubs as well. Heard a rumour this weekend that Daniel Calvert-Lewin has scored more Premier League goals this season than that 100 million fraud Isaac.
He has.
He has, yeah.
Glorio probably thinks he's rubbish. Let's be honest. John, Liverpool have spent all this money, dropped Salah, and aren't doing well. 2 up against us, and it went all wrong. Phil prefers Leicester over Derby. And that's because he's lost going Salah. Sure, Leeds spent less and have better players. So they're saying Leeds have got better players than Liverpool. Jacob Murphy has scored more and created more than that rat Isaac. Derby are wank, sheep shaggers.
Are we just going to list every player that's better than Isaac at this point?
Now we're just slagging off random teams by the sounds of it.
I like Murphy, to be fair. I'd take him at Leeds. Sheffield United will win because of Bamford. And Leeds are a bigger club than Liverpool.
Nice joke. Nice joke.
No, I'm not having that one.
Yeah.
I do hate Liverpool, but yeah, Liverpool are a bigger club than Leeds.
Or are they? Or are they?
No, yeah.
No, they're not.
Well, I'll give it you in it is so simple to work out the biggest teams, the top 5 biggest teams in Britain. Manchester United are clearly number 1 by a country mile. By an absolute country mile. In second is Liverpool. I would say definitely second Liverpool. I would say third is probably Chelsea.
Yeah.
Fourth,
Arsenal.
Yeah, probably, yeah, Arsenal. And then fifth, probably Tottenham.
No.
See, I would argue that Leeds are in that third.
No, yeah, I'd probably say Leeds. Maybe I'd probably say Leeds fifth. I think Leeds are Leeds are a much bigger club than Man City. Let's not bear no bones about that. They're a bigger club than Man City. Obviously, they haven't had the success as Man City, but if Leeds had the success that Man City had and the money that Man City have had, the crowds would be triple for Leeds than what Man City are getting. So we're moving. Yeah, we're moving too fast. We'll come on to in a bit. Obviously, the comments are going absolutely crazy. So we had Charlton Portsmouth abandoned due to a fan sadly passing away, unfortunately. That was a medical emergency. We also had Sheffield Wednesday Blackburn abandoned halfway through the game to a waterlogged pitch. So close your ears, Cardiff fans, because they don't like it if the games get called off by waterlogged pitches. We then had Watford 3, Norwich 2. What's happening to Norwich? They could be in League One next
They're
year.
going down.
That's insane.
Once in the Premier League, now in League Two. League One.
Being in the Premier League does not make you immune from relegation.
Oh, no.
There's a lot of teams, us included, that can say that. I think everyone is surprised at Norwich because you expect them to be floating around playoffs normally.
Something can't be right there, though, surely, because
if you've got to December and you're on your second manager already, something has gone tits up. It's the home form. They've won once at home all season, I think.
I mean, they've still got that Josh Sargent.
Oh, he's useless, that American guy.
Josh Sargent, he's a good player in the Championship.
He's a very good Championship goal scorer, and it's just not happening for him this season.
I've never rated him, but that's maybe because I've only ever seen him when watching him in the Prem. But I mean, he hasn't done.
Yeah, I mean, in the Prem, he's not Premiership quality, but he in a team that you'd have in a bottom half Championship side, and he's definitely in a top half Championship side. He he's a good player. I think Leeds were looking at him as well at one point. I remember seeing in the tabloids. Bristol, did anybody see the Bristol Millwall game? I think all
there was a fight, wasn't there?
Big
they all
old
started having a big fight at the end of the game.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's it.
The manager was punching
Yeah,
up.
I think the manager refused to shake the other manager's hand. Then a player got involved. And
Absolutely pathetic, if you ask
then
me.
it was like handbags at dawn after that, I think. But yeah, that was but that was a big game because Millwall are flying, aren't they? Millwall
Third. Up to
Yeah.
third.
Oh no, Millwall in the Prem, that'll be dodgy.
Does anybody
This
think-
Millwall thing is an absolute myth. It's not the 80s anymore. People don't go to Millwall fighting each other. It's a complete myth.
Well, we'll soon see about that when they play West Ham, won't we?
Well, that's a derby. Derby's always bad tempered. I've seen, Leicester Coventry's been a bit in the past, but it's I think a lot of people's idea of Millwall is watching Green Street or Football Factory.
Well, I will tell you. So when Millwall came to Rotherham, they were a bit. Needless to say, they don't travel in big numbers. Millwall, they never have. But the fans that did travel, and I think you're right. I think they've been watching Green Street, some of them, and some of them should know better because they were like late 50s, some of them, and they're giving it large and wanting to have scraps with the family stand. Do you know what I mean? Like with kids and children. And I think they're just trying to carry on the myth that Millwall are a tough team.
Yeah,
I mean, they won actually. If you actually look into it, they won. I think it was Family Club of the Year.
Yeah.
Was it last season? The season before? So I think the old stadium, the old Den, maybe back in the late 90s, probably was a bit of a place to go. But the new stadium, and I think, like you say, it's just a lot of myths of years gone by, I think, and I think everybody just thinks.
Basically, I've got this on good authority that all Millwall fans are a bunch of fucking pussies.
And if you want some, Tom will give it you.
When's the fight? When's the fight?
I don't need to fight them, George.
With what you said there about when Millwall came to Rotherham and they all started fighting, it must be a Rotherham thing because the last game I went to at Rotherham where we lost 4-0.
4-0.
4-0. All our fans broke into the kiosks and stole the beer.
Three left.
Announcement came over. I think it was just before half time. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be no alcohol served in the away end at half time as it has all been stolen. So, makes you proud to be from Coventry.
Must be a Rotherham thing.
Yeah.
Get to Rotherham and you think, well, what else is there to do? Have a scrap.
I just want to reiterate right now, Lee. Millwall pussies.
There you go. Millwall, if you want some, Tom's going to give it you.
Come and see us.
Phil says it's dodgy Rotherham fans. Poppy says they are 100% are. Bring about 6 people to leave. Absolute babies. Happened recently at Rotherham, Phil. And somebody said, I've heard a rumour Salah's going to Rotherham. Well, I would take Salah at Rotherham. I'm not turning him down. Do you know what I mean? He might have to sit on bench, though. He might get upset.
He's not dislodging Martha, is he?
No. Mers says Tom is taking on a whole football club.
I'm here. Come and find us.
He don't care. We'll skip past Ipswich Coventry. And we'll come to that at the end. Preston 1, Wrexham 1.
Raise on our game though, which really, it would have been a different game if the referee had any stones about him. One of our lads, Eccles, rightly booked for kicking the ball away after giving away a foul. No issues with that. The Ipswich striker, who then about 10 minutes later did exactly the same thing, who was also already on a yellow card, didn't get booked. No, all we're asking for in the Championship is consistency because the refereeing performances are so bad.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think
Go down to 10 men or against 10 men, it's a different game entirely. Do we get battered 3-0? No. Do we win? Not certain. But that was very, very irritating.
I want to put this out to everybody on the panel. So I think this season it's the worst refereeing performances across all divisions. I think the Premier League have actually got even worse because now they're that scared to make a decision. They just don't make a decision and hope that VAR sorts it out for them. But then VAR seems to make a hash of it as well. So it's like we're in the wild west of refereeing at the minute.
It's like blind men are refereeing the games.
Yeah.
No one can seem to. VAR can't make its mind up what it's there for. When it was meant to be for the clear and obvious errors, and they are now fixated on getting everything spot on, and you just cannot do that. And if something takes 5 minutes, even 3 minutes, if you're trying to work out was that a foul, was that not a foul, was it offside, was it not, then it's not clear and obvious, and you stick with the decision.
Exactly.
So some decisions are taking over 10 minutes now.
Yeah.
There was one the other day, I think it was 9.5 minutes long to make a decision.
The penalty that Canate gave away took about 5 minutes or so just for them to decide whether it was a penalty or not. It's ridiculous.
The thing that irritates me is when they're sent to the screen, because 999 times out of 1,000 they change
onto the screen.
They changed their mind.
It's if you're looking at VAR are looking at it saying, well, we think it's a penalty, you need to overturn this decision or whatever it may be. Surely the on-field ref should trust them, and it just adds more time on. And oh god,
the fans are getting fed up with it. They're booing.
Or there should be a rule
about VAR. It's not like football's a business, and it's not for the paying supporter that goes to the game. It is not adding value to the game. It's adding frustration and annoyance, really, I think. Yeah. I mean, I'm not against VAR. I think if it was used correctly, it'd be brilliant. But like Mark says, it's not being used correctly. People are not, like you say, if it's taking you, even if you've looked at a screenshot for 10 times and you're still unsure, then it's
not clear. It's not
on-field
exactly.
Decision.
Also, what if they went straight to, as soon as VAR starts looking at a decision, the ref goes straight to the monitor and looks at it at the same time to save all that waiting around whilst VAR are checking it, and then once they've both come to a decision, it's just so much quicker, isn't it? Because he's seen it already before having to go, oh, let's look at the monitor now. VAR have said to look at it.
A good idea, but then that then goes against what VAR originally said, which we're not here to re-referee. Well,
you are technically.
That's what VAR safety net. I don't know if anyone's watched any of the Ashes. If you haven't, lucky you.
No, I haven't.
Come through. It's like captain's review. Umpire's call was not out. Check it. Oh no, he was out. Change decision. It's done in about 90 seconds. Wonderful.
Yeah.
It could easily be done in football. I don't
like know. I know in rugby VAR's been around for ages or something like that. And why is it taking football so long to incorporate it and then fuck it up so badly?
Yeah, it is what it is. A lot of comments coming in again. New TikTok from Tom incoming. Carpets. To be fair, Rob, bring about 100 people to Ellen Road. Come on, Luke. I know you're lying now. We bring a lot to Ellen Road. They were still louder than Liverpool because they are real fans. Carpet, Millwall are pussies. Carpet.
I'll say it. Carpets. Millwall are pussies. Carpets.
That's it. There you go. Not all behind the scenes like Gloriole, Birdcat. Don't know what that means. I think we're all in agreement that
Millwall are pussies, right?
Oh dear.
You're all cracking me up tonight. Seems like everyone's in a good mood, apart from Gloriole. He's got a sulking star player his team's just chucked away a 2-goal lead to Leeds United.
2 draws in the space of a few days, not good enough.
Yeah, why not, Poppy? As Bushy would say, after 4 points and 2 games, Leeds are back. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, so a lot of people going, oh, that's true, Bercy. We should all be more like Lee or not. Be more like Lee. I want royalties, Tom, when the TikTok goes viral. So, yeah.
Carpet.
Tom's
George,
upset everybody.
George, what do you think about Millwall?
Not a lot, other than the fact that I've seen videos from their fans that are angry. So I just assume that they're an angry bunch of people, but I don't know really, to be honest.
George, tell them that they're twats.
The next few games. Moving on. Preston 1, Wrexham 1. QPR 3, West Brom 1. United, my pick 4. Stoke City absolutely battered them. Southampton 3, Birmingham 1. Southampton seem to be in form as well. And Swansea 2, Oxford 0. So, Mark, what are you worried about Sheffield United surge up the table? Do you think they're too far gone to catch?
No, I don't. I'm not worried about other teams, because if we do what we need to do, then we'll be fine. And I say that when we're fighting relegation, as we've done plenty of times in my life. Sheffield United have got one of the best squads in the division. The start was abysmal. Nobody saw it coming. They're now starting to sort themselves out. They've got 4 wins on the spin, and they are good wins. 3-0 against Wednesday, 3-0 against Portsmouth, 3-2 against Leicester when they went 3-0 up and nearly threw it away, and 4-0 against Stoke. And Stoke have had a wonderful start. So, no, same with Southampton. Southampton are starting to sort themselves out after.
That's because they got rid of their shit manager, didn't they?
Yeah, it turns out if you hire somebody who plays Football Manager, they don't make good managers. So.
No, the interim manager's now being hired full time, isn't he? And he's actually good.
Fair play to him, because
he's done well.
5 out of 6. The only little blot was Southampton lost 3-2 away at Millwall, but Millwall again doing really, really well. So
Twats.
Yes, Tom, they're twats.
And Sheffield United got some of your ex-players, Mark, in their team.
They've got Callum O'Hare and Gus Hamer.
And Harmer.
Yeah, Gus Hamer is the best midfielder in the Championship by far.
Yeah, he's quality. I think he's quality. I like Callum O'Hare as well. I think he's a good
I
player.
like Callum O'Hare. Callum O'Hare is an incredibly frustrating player.
He's got so much ability, hasn't he? But
yeah, and he had a very bad knee injury, which he ironically got away at Sheffield United in the playoff final year. But a lot of our fans don't like the fact that he left on a free because he didn't sign a new contract. Well, I haven't got a problem with that, because we knew his contract was expiring in 2024. When he went down with his massive injury and we knew he had 18 months left, that's when the club should have stepped in and said, right, we're going to back you with this injury. We're going to look after you. Oh, and by the way, have a new contract, keep you at the club. But we didn't. That's on us. So never mind. I wish nothing but the best for both of them. But like I said, I'm still surprised Hamer's in the Championship. I don't think he will be next season.
Yeah, I have heard a lot of Coventry fans take a real dislike to him because of where he left. But I'm with you. I think, end of the day, the club should see a player like that as an asset, and even with an injury, give him a new deal to say, look, we're backing you. And then the player would feel like the club cares, and maybe, but they didn't do that. And then
that's
obviously when you come into the sort of where you're a free, you can demand virtually what you want. And then obviously Coventry can't compete with a Sheffield United, say.
I can't think of many ex-City players that I really dislike, with the exception of Craig Bellamy, but he's a special exception. Because I can't use the words that I would use to describe Bellamy, because it's a family show. He went on. He's going to be on a hell of a lot more money at Sheffield United than he was at us. So, Mazel tov.
Mm.
You know, and they will be heading on to the playoffs there or thereabouts by the end of it.
Yeah. Speaking of Sheffield United, I've heard Bamford can score goals this season. Maybe Liverpool need him instead of Isaac. They're all coming in for you tonight, Glory Hall.
Yeah.
Glory Hall must have an illness which makes him think his tree looks good when it looks wank. It's been diagnosed as a Liverpool supporteritis. Okay. Glory Hall, you're getting it tonight, mate. They're coming in for you. Yes, Poppy, live. I watched it as he put the tinsel on his fucking lights. Have you been putting your tree up on a live?
I did, yeah.
That's a special kind of wanker. What lights? Go on first. Everyone knows that.
No, the lights do not go on first.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Glorio, is that the tree behind you?
Yeah.
Go and give it a kiss.
No, I won't be doing that.
Oh my God, I can't believe you've done it live, putting up your Christmas tree. Anyway.
Oh, it wasn't the whole part of the stream. I did it as a one little second. But
It looks like it. Looks like you've put it on drunk. Put it together drunk. Well, there's nothing on top part of it.
you can't see the top. But yeah,
You couldn't reach the top, that's why.
I can. You can't see it because
Whoa, he's got his pants on here. Oh, what's going on? It's a family show, this Glory. All sit down. Lights go on the tree first. Yeah, I think you've met.
Oh, whatever.
There. So we're going to go on to the Premier League anyway. So a big shock. Villa 2, Arsenal 1. Anybody watch that game? Anybody?
I didn't, but I predicted 2-1.
Phil loves Villa, doesn't
he?
I
it was
I was
scrappy goal. It was a scrappy goal at the end.
Yeah. Do you say you watched it, Mark?
Yeah, I had it on. And are the injuries starting to bite Arsenal? I don't know how long everyone's still out for, but they are missing Gabriel and Saliba. I like seeing any of the big six lose, even if it's Villa who are beating them, because it's nice and refreshing. But I don't see any reason for Arsenal to panic, because a bit like with us, everybody loses games. All right, Arsenal did go invincible 21 years ago or 22 years ago, but it's fine. They've got 3 points on them. They'll be fine. Nothing to worry about. They've got
Luke says
Villa
quality, to be fair. They said Villa deserved it.
Yeah, they did.
My Villa boys smashed up Arsenal. Villa are bigger than Liverpool. Villa were on top form. I'm not having that, John. It looks like Stevie Wonder decorated it. Your tree's getting some hammer.
Oh,
bit like your football team.
I should never have put it up. Actually, I had it up on Thursday.
League this season, and they're going to finish above United. Can you remember that?
Well, yeah. I mean, we are still above United, so pipe down.
So Bournemouth, Chelsea, that ended up 0-0. That was a bit of a damp squid. Cole Palmer's came back. He came on, didn't he, as well in that game? So he's coming back now as well. Cole Palmer. They're a bit up and down, Chelsea. They're a young team, though, aren't they, as well? So it does take time.
Yeah.
What have we got here? Sorry, quite a lot more comments coming in. Yeah, not having our first centre backs ain't great, but said it many times. Emery, since leaving, keeps getting wins against us. More like Stevie Wonder's dog, Poppy.
Right.
He was the reason we didn't win the league 2 years ago. The dog is blind.
Stopped Arsenal from winning the league when he wasn't manager. I don't buy that.
No.
Sorry. You can't, there will be other games that you drop points in that will have cost you as much as anyone's against Villa.
I think we all know that Arsenal won't win the league because they're just bottle jobs, aren't they?
I still think they will.
City.
Two centre halves come back pretty sharpish.
I think if
it's
Man United
England.
get a new manager, we'll probably win it.
No. Man United are out. I think it's literally Man City and Arsenal. I
Man
think
City are terrible, though. I don't even think they're good this season. I think this is the worst Premiership I can remember.
I don't know.
I've got one for Phil here coming up. This was a fantastic result. I really enjoyed this one at the weekend. I watched it as well. I listened to it, and it was an amazing game. So it was Everton 3, Nottingham Forest 0. What happened there?
What's going on there? Yeah, they fell apart.
He
That's what.
absolutely got torn to bits as well. It was a 3-0. Like if there would have been a referee, if it were a boxing match, Nottingham Forest would have thrown the towel in. That's how bad they got bashed up.
Apparently, Forest are finishing 7th, aren't they? Apparently
They're finishing above Man United. And also, what Phil said to me is, how can you let Dewsbury Hall score against you? What, such a crap player? Did he not score against Forest? And we didn't lose 3-0 either.
No,
True.
but you lost 1-0 against 10 men who were fighting each other. So,
Yeah, it was a poor. I mean, Everton. I backed Everton. Everybody on this podcast at the beginning of the season, we can rewind it. All of them were saying Everton are going down, and I said there's no chance David Moyes will take Everton down. He's too good a manager. Yeah, he's underrated. David Moyes as a manager for me. I think he's a solid Premiership manager, and if you're wanting to establish yourself as a Premiership club, you get Moyes because he will stabilise it. And again, prove right. I mean, they get creeping up the table. Where are Everton now? Let me just have a quick look. So Everton are now in 6th
place.
I think
You look rather stupid.
2 points behind top 4.
Yeah, exactly.
if anyone watched Match of the Day and listened to what Moyes said afterwards, spot on. I'm too old to be saying I want to avoid relegation. I want to take Everton into Europe. How refreshing is that after several seasons of Everton being somewhere between bang average and rubbish? They're now doing really well. Dewsbury Hall, possible late shout to get himself on the plane next summer.
It's not even, maybe it's not even, and another thing, it's not even their strikers that are doing all the hard work. Like their strikers have hardly done anything this season.
If Everton knew how to buy a decent striker, they could be actually quite dangerous. But
Yeah,
Very true. Yeah.
but who?
striker you want to your career, go and play for Everton because they just. I mean, I've got nothing against Everton, but my God, they sign some duds, don't they?
The best fit is though, Mark. They created, in my opinion, the greatest English striker in history in Wayne Rooney.
Not true, mate.
Right.
No, Man United made him, mate.
well, you know.
Luke Birch, I know Bournemouth grabbed the point, but they could be scrapped to a relegation battle if they don't pick up.
Crazy.
Said Villa beat us. Tess Riggs says Bushy, shut the fuck up. I think you don't like me talking about Forest getting spanked. Can we talk about the massive team who did beat 10 men, as you rightly should? Yeah, we did beat 10 men, but then we went and beat Palace away. Let's see if Nottingham Forest managed to do that. Poor performance, simple as. Everton were rattled by the Big Toon win and come fighting back.
Yep.
2 seasons ago, we were top by Christmas, and for Christmas to end of season, we won 1 game and drew 1 game against City and lost to Villa, and Man City won all out of side of Man City Arsenal. Okay, you still bottled it. Did you? Didn't win it, did you? Do you know what I mean? Like, bottling it is not winning it when you should.
But
I
also,
mean, all the money that guy spent, he should be getting the sack soon.
I mean, how long's Arteta been at Arsenal?
How long do you go without winning nothing?
He's won.
Serious question.
He's won 1 trophy or something since being there. And he's not even
Ridiculous.
done anything good.
We've sacked 3 managers that have won more than that.
To be fair, you
But
are
what
true though.
FA Cup that you shouldn't have even got to the final of because you had to cheat a poor defenceless championship team.
Oh yeah, I remember that when we beat Coventry. That was terrible. And the worst part of that game, Mark, is Garnacho was celebrating it like they played well.
a fucking joke that was. That was such a disgrace.
I was a Man United fan, and I was embarrassed.
We were
The
there.
way Garnacho was going off. I
Me
think
and my
even the
brother
other players were looking at him.
And we were sat in the car. We were like, oh, "What do you fancy?" And I was like, "I will lose, but let's 3-1, but score when there's something on it." And then seeing the United fans streaming out at full time at 3-all. It's like a fever dream. And then we didn't know about the Garnacho thing until we sort of got back in the car, and I was like, "Oh, he seems to have done something. Oh, he's acted like a prick." And Anthony as well, but he's a little rat.
Yeah, it was Anthony as well, the spinning top. Yeah, both of them were like jumping in the faces of Coventry players that had absolutely played the heart out. And yeah, it was just an embarrassing moment for all involved, I think, at Man United. That one was.
It's our second FA Cup, unofficially.
Yeah.
If United can get found being cheating like Man City might be, then we're gonna have another FA Cup. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Forest will be fine come the second half of the season when we have all our tick goal. But bloody hell, Phil's starting to sound like glory hole. When we've got us players back, when we signed a defender in the summer, when we do this, when we do that. Mate, you got to start winning games now. You're near the bottom of the table.
There's more games in December than any other month, and you need to capitalize on those games.
Yeah, you've got to win them and all, glory all. Got to win them.
Wow.
As much as I said Liverpool are poor, you've got to be beating Everton if you want top 4. If you want a top 7 finish, Phil.
True, you've got to be beating Leeds and all, haven't you?
We have, yeah.
You didn't know, did you?
Nope.
There you go. Man City 3, Sunderland 0. This was a bit of a. I watched this game. I've been impressed with Sunderland, but they just didn't turn up. I think some of the players looked like they were nashing the tackles, like they didn't want to get injured because they've got Newcastle, isn't it, next week? So there's a big derby going on.
That's a great game. That'll be. Hopefully, anyway.
You've got to be beating Leeds, you bell end.
Obviously, yes. But
So Man City, they're now really 2 points behind Arsenal, and I think City aren't very good defensively.
They're not. No,
I could see
they haven't got a right back. That Rico Lewis doesn't play because he's so terrible. They're playing a midfielder in defence instead.
Yeah, Cole said he thinks they'll sign somebody in January.
If they don't, then I can see their defence leaking probably more goals than they already have. But we'll see.
Newcastle 2, Burnley 1. Burnley are in deep trouble. 5 points from safety now. Burnley.
Yeah, they're screwed. They're going down.
Burnley are gone.
Burnley and Wolves.
Wolves have gone. Wolves have only got 2 points. Spurs 2, Brentford 0.
Crazy that, because Spurs have got a better away record, so I was expecting them to lose.
Leeds 3, Liverpool 3. What's going on?
Unlucky for Leeds, that, I think.
What's going on? Canate, that's what's going on. He cost us the match. He's a fucking useless defender.
You can't just blame one player.
Well, you can't. That's
more than one player.
The manager, not playing Chiesa when he's the best player in our team. Did I not tell you
this weeks and weeks ago, and you were backing him to the hilt?
Yeah.
The guy is a bold fraud. Yeah, he is not a football manager. He won the league with Klopp's team. We could have sent you Glorio with your Christmas tree, and you would have still won the league that season. Yeah.
I mean, I wish.
And now your club has disrespected the player that carried you that season. He carried you to the title, Salah, last season.
He did.
Now we're going to talk about Salah later in the light moments. But you've got to have a good argument here, because I'm going to absolutely pulverize you regarding this incident. Okay? Right. So get ready. Brighton 1, West Ham 1. West Ham have sort of picking up a little bit. Tom, what do you think of that?
West Ham should have won it last kick of the game.
Yeah.
West Ham will be fine. Brighton, yeah, it's Brighton. They came alive 20 minutes to go. Look, it's a 1-1 draw, whatever. But West Ham probably should have won that game, in my opinion.
First half, it was really they would have been stretching it on Sky, calling it Super Sunday with that first.
It was the worst. Actually, Mark, it's the worst Super Sunday I've ever seen.
Well, I felt
Palace,
it must have been.
Palace, Fulham, West Ham, Brighton. Super Sunday. Give us 100 quid.
One thing that was super, and that was Fulham's goal today.
Oh, did you see that, man?
Outside of the foot, just outside the box. Unbelievable. He's a good player. He's really good. Palace doing another win. Palace doing really, really well, which I
Gay scored again as well. He's in my
team,
so I'm happy with that. I think Palace. Where are they now? The fourth.
Yeah, they're fourth.
Yeah. Going up to fourth. Yeah, 26 points. Up to fourth. Yeah, they've jumped above Everton and Chelsea.
Well, he's the best centre half in the country, isn't he? Gahey, in my opinion, he's the best centre half. So,
are we just? Are you talking the entire league or just English centre halves?
English.
Yeah, English. I'd agree with you. I still think the Arsenal boys are better, but he's brilliant. He's one of the first names on the team sheet for the summer for England.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's they're building on last season winning the FA Cup. Palace. I think in a weird way, them getting moved down to the Conference League is better for them, because did I think that Palace would win the Europa League? No. Do I think they'll win the Conference League? I think they've got a bloody good chance.
Yeah,
probably.
Potentially.
Considering who's in it, probably.
Well, I mean, Palace's next game on Thursday is against the mighty Shelbourne of Ireland.
Shelbourne, yeah.
Oh, what a team!
I don't see them going. I'm just looking at some of the clubs in here. Strasbourg, which they did lose to last match day. Shakhtar, Mainz. Yeah, Fiorentina's probably the biggest club in there, you could argue. So I think, Palace, if they sort out the last two games, they'll do well in that Conference League, and I do hope they win it.
100%. Yeah.
This is one for the panel, you guys. I'm going to put this out to you. So, a question come in: Do you think Wolves will beat the lowest points record? Currently sat on 2 points.
I'm gonna say no.
No, you don't think they're gonna. What's the lowest points total, by the way?
9.
9 with Derby.
No, it's 11.
Oh, 11 with Derby. It was Derby.
11. Well,
Phil will be pleased to know.
And they've currently got 2.
I just think whether or not they're shit, they do have too much quality to not break that record. Like, surely.
No, I disagree. I can't. There's nobody in that team that jumps out at me as being half decent.
Strand Larsen's probably their best player, and he's not really doing anything, is he? But
he's got 1 goal in 12 matches this year.
Exactly, yeah.
Tom, what's your thoughts, mate? Do you think
Lee, I said it a few weeks ago. I think Wolves will smash that record.
Really?
And have 7 points, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, they lost to Nottingham Forest, so you know you're poor when you're doing that as well.
Exactly.
They'll probably beat Burnley, and then they'll probably beat another low team, and then they'll have enough points eventually.
No, George, no.
I'm
gone.
with
They're gone.
I think I'm with the Mark and Tom. I don't think they're going to do it. I think they're
Well, we'll cut back at the end of the season to see if our predictions are correct.
Yeah, we can. Burnley went to 10 men too. Newcastle did what they were supposed to do. Sorry, but Leeds should have won. Liverpool's second goal was offside. Anybody agree with that? That was Mark. What you were saying. That was the decision that took so long because it was so tight, whether it was arm or not. That I think that should have been given because they took too long with it. So it's not clear and obvious.
Was that not the first goal? No, it was. It was the second goal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I initially thought it was offside, and then after 4 years, and they showed the replay, they showed it to be onside. I was like, okay, fine, but it shouldn't take that long. You know, they're meant to be bringing in the semi-automated. I don't know if they've started yet. If they have started, it's no bloody quicker. But no, I mean, I think it was just, you go 2-0 up, you're Liverpool, you're against a newly promoted team, and I hate saying things like that, but at 2-0, you should be seeing that game out, and then
Definitely.
Yeah.
Terrace decides, I really like Jackie Chan, and I'm going to do a great impression of him on that Leeds fella's knee, and I just happen to be in my own box, so yep, fine, penalty.
Ridiculous challenge that. It was just ridiculous.
I mean, like realistically, if you make that foul anywhere else, it's still going to be a foul. So why you thought getting away with it in the box is not going to be a foul?
Yeah, I don't think there's any malice in it. I just think he's. I've never really rated him, and it's now very easy to jump on the bandwagon because he's been crap this season. But a lot of Liverpool guys have been crap this season.
He had one good season, and that was just because Van Dijk was so good that he was able to be good alongside him. But other than that, he's done nothing much for Liverpool, and I think this has really proved how bad he is.
The weird thing with the Liverpool game was obviously they got it back to 3-2. Szoboszlai is probably the shining light for Liverpool because he has been brilliant.
Yes, he's been great.
But it was that corner at the end, and you knew they were going to score off it. You knew Leeds were going to do something with it. First corner comes in, straight out for another corner.
Mm-hmm.
Next corner in, Altanaka, arriving. Easy. It was so easy for them. I liked seeing Liverpool lose or drop points as it was. The problem is I don't like seeing Leeds get points. So
yeah,
it was Sophie's choice for me.
6-7.
Seeing it online, but I'm an old man, so leave me alone.
Test Rig says Wolves will beat United.
They
tomorrow.
will. I predicted
I was actually going to respond to that, but I remember last time I was on a Sunday show, I called Goaliol an absolute fool. He said that Everton would beat Man United, and I thought, not on this planet that would happen. So I'm just going to keep quiet, and I'll speak to you on Thursday about it, because I'm not going to dig myself into that one. Liverpool was poor in general. We gifted them 2 goals, wasn't threatening till that point.
That is true. I don't think we had a shot on target in the first half at all, which is so poor.
Liverpool were shy, deserved 3 points. He's a Mardy baby. I don't know who that's aimed at. I think he's on about the Mo Salah situation. Johnny's speaking facts. Yeah, there's quite a lot of comments coming here, but you have to question where Wolves will pick up the points. Yeah, I think that's what we've all said. I don't think they will. Wolves are guaranteed 3 points against Liverpool.
Oh, God.
If underperforming, Forest can beat them. That's it. So, yeah, so a lot of poor comments for your Liverpool. So we're going to go on. Hang on, there's loads more coming in. Sorry. Brentford, 3 points. Arsenal, no points. Man U, 3 points. Ref hates Liverpool. Your words, glory hole. Man United, again, 3 points. The ref was a Scouser in the black. 12 points, 5 games. Derby keep their title for the lowest points. So I think most of the people in the chat are in agreement that they don't think Wolves are going to actually make that points tally up. Currently sat on 2, so it's a long, hard season for them. Another team it's a long, hard season for. We're going to talk about the lighter side now. So we're going to talk about the incident with Mo Salah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the panel and I want your thoughts on the Mo Salah incident? And then I'm going to throw questions at you when you give me your answer. And then I'm going to give you my drop the bomb on this shit altogether. Yeah. So I'll start with you, Mark. So your thoughts on his comments? Are you on the side of the manager? So the club, I believe, want him to apologise for his comments that he's made. Do you think he should apologise? And who do you think's in the right or the wrong? And I'll start with Mark.
Salah is in the wrong because no player is bigger than any club. He is a born winner. He's one of the best players the Premier League has seen, whether you like Liverpool or don't. You can't deny that. And last year, he was excellent, one of his best seasons. He has been poor for the vast majority of this season in the Premier League. And he has been dropped. No one is immune from that. But to get upset and give an interview to a foreign TV station, as Norwegian TV, and say those sort of things, unprofessional. All he needed to do was do this behind closed doors if he's that upset by it. I've got no sympathy for him whatsoever. I think this is now going to be his last season at Liverpool. He will go to Saudi. I would imagine next summer. I can't see it being a Ronaldo situation where he gets, contract cancelled and then goes to Saudi. That's it now. He can't recover. If Slot is sacked, I don't think he will be sacked, nor do I think he should be sacked. Then maybe there is a way back in for him. But at the moment, no. He's going to play, or he's going to be in the squad for the Brighton game next week, or he'll be in and around the club. Then he goes to AFCON, and we'll see what happens afterwards. But no sympathy for Salah whatsoever. Every player's been dropped. Get over it.
L'Oreal, what are your thoughts on Mo Salah?
I agree. I think it's ridiculous the way he acted. If he wanted to be in the squad, well, perform better. Like, obviously, performances is the most important thing. If let's say it's a bit like the Ronaldo situation. Every player can fall out of the club, but it's the way it's done. You've got to be. You're a footballer. You're in the limelight. You're kind of like everyone. There are so many people that look up to you. He's got the most followers on Instagram, I think, out of all footballers or something stupid. A lot of people look up to him, and they want to grow up and be. He should be setting a good example for footballers. Not, I'm going to kick off and whinge because I'm dropped 2 games out of about however many consecutive games he's played in a row. Like, it's poor. It's poor from him. He needs to understand, like Mark said, that no footballer is bigger than the club. He needs to realise that he's been dropped for a reason. His performances are not good enough. We're trying different things to see if something else will work. Yes, it might work. Yes, it might not work. But we don't know until you drop him, and he's just got to suck it up.
Tom?
My opinion is this. Liverpool have got a situation here, right?
Do you think he should apologise?
Well, Mohamed Salah was an unused substitute yesterday, and he's gone to the media to say, I'm not happy, right? Effectively, right? It did that last season, didn't he, to get a new contract. I don't agree with Mo Salah. I think Mo Salah is cooked. I think he's done. I think he's done. I think last season was like his last hurrah. And the managers watched him in training and thought, nah, I'm not having it. And he's not performed this season, has he? But what do Liverpool fans want? Do they want Arne Slot or Mo Salah? It comes down to that, in my opinion.
I'm going to go through the comments and then I'm going to destroy all 3 of you. Okay. So I'm going to go to the comments. So, fuck apologies. They spent 400 million and are shy. Salah deserves a club that will love him and not burn his shirt if he leaves for free like Trent.
Right.
Paul Salah is a Mardy baby. Does not bring this into the public domain. The manager is not the right man for the job. Salah is in the wrong. I'm Team Mark, 1,000,000%. Such a shame to go out there that way by doing this. All as well, he's a twat. Glorio, you won't like this. Gordon will be at Liverpool soon.
He won't.
Salah has nothing to apologise for. He said anything disrespectful. He was told his side of the story. Team Salah. So for me, I think, right. So I'm just going to put this out to you. In the forward area, who has played well for Liverpool this season?
Ekitike. Other than him, no one really. Oh, actually,
How
Gakpo's
many assists has Ekitike got?
He's a striker.
Not many. He scored more than he's assisted.
He's got none.
But that's
No.
fine.
Zero.
He's not there to assist.
How
Number
many
9.
goals has he got
Like 5 or something.
in the league? He's got 5 if you're including Champions
I'll have a
League
look.
games. But in the league, how many has he got?
A few.
A few?
Yeah, he's got 5 in the league. Yeah.
He hasn't got 5 in the league. It's not
Yes.
5 in the league. He's got 5 in total.
Wait, what does it say? Oh, League 1 in the League Cup, 1 in the Champions League, and then the others are in the Prem. So 3 then.
So he's got 3. Mo Salah's got 4. Mo Salah's also got 2 assists. Ekitike has got 4 goals, joint top scorer, and 1 more assist than Salah. So to say Salah's cooked is disrespectful. He carried the team last season, and I think he's got every right with what he achieved last season. You don't drop off that much in one season. That's not a player just becoming old overnight. We've seen it with Isaac. He was absolute quality last season. What, you're going to say he's over the hill as well now? Your manager, his tactics, is killing these players.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing. And the players are suffering. So if I'm a player of that ability, I'm thinking, what is this bold fraud doing? Putting me on the bench. I won the league last season. I'm still up there with the top stats this season. And maybe, yeah, I've had a little bit of dip in the form, but all players have dip in form. All players have it at any level. He has produced for Liverpool on a constant basis, season after season after season. This manager has come in, he's destroyed a championship winning team that everybody at the start of the season, if you picked who you thought would win the league, 99% of people picked Liverpool. Because I picked Liverpool at the start of the season because I thought the signings they've made, they are clearly head and shoulders above anybody. However, the idiot in charge didn't strengthen the weakest area in the team. He spent 100 million on Isaac when he needed to spend that 100 million on the defence.
In the defence, yeah.
Yeah, and a number 6. That's what you needed. Yeah.
Yes.
So he didn't do that. He went and signed on Isaac. Yeah. He's then tried different styles because the team isn't playing, which don't suit Salah. Yeah. So he is going to have a drop off. So for me, Salah's form is purely down to one man, and that is the manager. Why are people defending him is unbelievable. Salah is a club legend. You should back the club legend and sack this manager off because he is getting you nowhere. Not only that, people will say, oh, he shouldn't be saying it about the club. The guy's a born winner. Mark's just said he's a born winner. Born winners want to be on the football field. They don't want to be sat on the bench. He could easily sit on the bench and say, I'm getting 300 bads a week. I don't care whether I play or not. But the guy wants to play. So show the guy some respect because he's done everything for Liverpool. And I tell you what, I hope you keep Slot and I hope you turf Salah out and I hope you turf him out for Old Trafford because I'll take him with open arms. I'll cuddle him.
He's not going to United. That's delusion.
And I'll tell him that he is the Egyptian god. He will come. I would love him at Old Trafford. And I tell you now, you put Salah in any top 5 team, he finished top scorer. 100%.
Can
You're
I
just saying he's cooked. I'm not having it. No
Can I-
chance.
just a couple of things to say. I've got two questions. One for Glorio, which is I have a magic wand in my hand, looks suspiciously like a pen. You can turn back time, and you have the option to keep Trent, but Salah goes. Do you swap or do you keep what you've got?
No, keep what we've got. I don't want to. I don't think I'd want.
Surprises me. Bushy. Okay, so I get what you're saying there about he's a club legend in that. Who's one player who's been Rotherham's best player this season?
Dango.
I thought you might say that. So over the next 5 games, let's say Rotherham lose them all, and for the 6th game, the 7th game, the 8th game, Dangor is dropped. And after that 8th game where he's dropped, he doesn't even come off the bench. He comes out and speaks to the local Rotherham papers and says, "This is rubbish. I should be starting." And he starts slagging the club off. Are you going to be happy with that?
Yeah, I would, because I want my football players to want to play, to 2 speak openly and honestly. Why are we in a media industry where a football player can be slagged off by the media? I mean, Mo Salah is getting slagged off by Jamie Carragher, who spits on fucking children, for Christ's sake, and he's slagging Mo Salah off. Come on. Give me some strength. The guy shouldn't even be in Sky TV anymore. He should have been slapped out of that place as soon as he spit on that guy's kid. Yeah. So the media will build players up, abuse them, and the guy has just been honest and said, I don't think I deserve this treatment. I think I'm being made a scapegoat for the poor tactics. Realistically, what he's done is thrown the manager under the bus. And in fairness, the manager's thrown the player under the bus by playing crap tactics, and it's made Salah look poor. Yeah. So for me, if Dango come out and said Rotherham's I mean, come on, you need a goal against Leeds. You're not bringing your top goal. He's still the top goal scorer, joint top goal scorer. You're not bringing him on at all. That is absolutely pathetic. He hasn't fell off that much that he wouldn't cause a threat. I know if I'm a Leeds fan and you bring Salah on, I think fucking hell, could do without that.
But we didn't need a goal until right at the very last second once they got the equaliser.
Yeah.
Mate, you're playing Leeds. You shouldn't even be 3-2, 3-1, 3. You should be smashing teams like Leeds. Come on. With that amount, what you've spent on that football team, you should be smashing the granny out of Leeds. Yeah?
Yeah, we should.
3 players cost more than their whole squad.
True.
What I will say, Lee, to counteract it, right? Let's say Alex Ferguson was Mo Salah's manager. How would this play out?
The difference is, so you're right, because it lands differently with a different caliber of manager. Yeah. So Alex Ferguson's got the credit in the bank to do that. Yeah. I don't think Slot's got the credit in the bank to do that.
Fair enough.
Yeah?
Fair
So
enough.
what happened with Klopp, there'll only be one winner. When Salah did it with Klopp, he was upset, but Klopp will always come out on top. Slot's done it. He's not got the credit in the bank. He's won it with another man's team. This season, they have been absolutely awful. Now, everybody wants to blame Mo Salah, but are we blaming Van Dijk because he's been awful?
He's been shite.
I mean, he looks like he's running in treacle. We've got Isaac. They've turned him into Leo Fortune West. He looks like a 3rd division striker. You know what I mean? And then we just want to blame Mo Salah. It's nonsense. And I said it. I called it when Glorio were first saying, "Oh, it's Mo Salah. He needs to drop Mo Salah," and he was still getting a goal and an assist there, and he wasn't playing at his best. But the tactics are shite. His setup is shite, and by the look of it, his man right because the players thought, "Sod him. I'm going to throw him under the bus." So for me, I'm Team Salah. I think he's a winner. I think he deserves more respect than to be left on the bench against Leeds United and the last 2 games. I mean, proof is in the pudding. Have Liverpool improved since they dropped him? Absolutely fucking not.
No.
Absolutely fucking not. So it ain't Salah, is it? So, Mo Salah, if you're watching this podcast, hit me up. I'll get you a nice place in Hale, somewhere like that. Get you loved up. I'll get you a few women for you. Look after you in Hale. Few parties, and you can be our number one striker. Sod Liverpool. They've been nippers anyway. And on that note, I'm going to have to go and take my blood pressure tablets because I'm about to burst. Yeah, because this has seriously wound me up. So I want to thank everybody in the chat. I'm sorry I haven't got through all your comments because I've just been going on a mad one with Mo Salah. But we couldn't do this without you guys. It's an amazing community that we've built on here. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. It does help us. After the video's gone live, if you can drop a comment in the comments as well, we'll always respond to you in that as well. So if there's anything you want us to change up on the show, we're always looking for new ideas because obviously we want to build this community and we want to make the viewing experience better for people. So we're open to ears and we're open to Mo Salah as well. He can come on the podcast with me.
I just want to say, Millwall, bunch of fucking pussies.
And Millwall are a bunch of pussies. Coventry are getting promoted. L'Oreal can't put a Christmas tree up. These are all the things we've established on tonight's show. Yeah? So, Millwall are pussies. I love Mo Salah. I'm going to become Muslim and go to Egypt. I'm growing the beard. I'm ready. Mark's a Coventry legend and they're getting promoted. And L'Oreal, you need to work hard on your Christmas tree game.
I'll take it down.
No, I'm only joking, Gloria. It looks lovely. I'm sure.
Millwall pussies.
I'm sure. Santa will empty his sack on there on Christmas morning for you.
Empty his balls.
I hope not.
Anyway, this is a family show. Thank you to everyone for watching. We are back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock for Miller's Monday. And we're going to be going through this season's transfer recruitment, rating the players out of 10 that we've signed. So the loan players and the new players that we signed, we're going to go through that with no game to talk about. And we'll talk about the game upcoming on Wednesday night, which Tom is going to. So he's going to do some special stuff for me. He's coming all the way from Scotland. Quick few comments just before we go. Mo Salah is Mardy. Well, it can be Mardy at Old Trafford. I don't care. Thanks, Bushy, for doing the show. No problem, mate. Hope your cold gets better. Thought that was the lighter side of football. Well, it were the lighter side of me having a heart attack.
We all enjoy laughing at Liverpool. That's light. And I've got lights in my head. So
Somebody says Eagles, Slot is wank and the team performance falls on him. Yeah, I totally agree. Slot needs to go for me. I don't think he's built enough credit in the bank. He's fell out with the star player, the player that you need to win the league. I think the only way Liverpool get top 4 is if somebody puts an arm around Mo Salah and gets him performing. That's what you need to happen. But I don't think that will happen with Slot, so I think he needs to go. Thank you to Mark. Thank you to Tom. Thank you to Glory Hall. They've been absolutely fantastic again, and they'll probably go and say that Bush is fucking mental. He's just bloody blown his top with Mo Salah tonight. But it needed to come out. I think players sometimes get a hard deal. I think everybody, the same people that are slagging him off would be moaning that if he just sat on the bench and took his 350k a week, oh, he don't care, he's happy to sit on the bench. Do you know what I mean? Get that type of comment. And I think he does want to play, which should be commended in my view. Thank you again. Please like, share and subscribe. And
Millwall the wankers.
Yeah, before we go, can we say carpets, Millwall are wankers?
Carpets, Millwall are wankers.
Take care.